Sansam Junction on the Ofankor-Nsawam Road, and this is the stretch that just somewhere last week the GPRTU and other stakeholders mentioned that if nothing was done about this particular stretch, they are going to block the road because, according to them, this road has become immotorable and is causing a lot of damage to vehicles that actually ply this route. So on my way here with the team, we stopped by Macedonia, and you would see that from Macedonia all the way from this place where we are, Sansam Junction, to Satellite, continuing to Mid-Year and Nsawam, it's a very, very bad stretch here. And the drivers have been complaining to us, telling us how bad this stretch has been. Right, remember that about 300 million cedis is what is needed for this particular stretch, and we understand that the Roads and Highways Minister Gavin Kwame has confirmed that the contractors have been paid. Therefore, they are back on site to do the work. Let me engage some of the people here. This lady, Mami Mahawa Metro TV, so by ya konopa, I mean, do come first. Me pato ekwai your friend say na ekwai what dream I found say I'm out for can't say ekwai nye.
Ekwai dia brepa. And then some me sorry 2:00. Ma do pokwa na ko bo 4. And no me fruka ha ko si opokwa azanza me ko peka fufuro as a couple kwase ye bro kwano so munye bibi mfa ma ya wai
and ya ba ne wo say contractors na ba around am for say be 4 months ni wo mun see ha da ye no kre
me to me nchira say 4 months ba omo ba kwano so ache okay omo ba kwano so ache ba me to me nchira say 4 months and 3 months ba omo ba kwano so ache.
Yeah, Mami, Mahawa Metro TV, so your friend say
your friend Amina Mustafa.
Amina ekwan enye o.
Yeah, quite in the brepa. Into the Beccan say, best champagne for some master or muye, mom and die. A month to us no moon, my every say, see a quack cry a bread, yet see a quack cram by a fakawa, could see poquase, and Sunday I saw to us wako. Am I a bread or lorry fit to Yanketing so? Every say, or some dear 5 cities, boy, and I'm quining, so my double for a fair no. I'm to me, 10 cities, 20 cities. Yeah, bread into your champagne for pa.
Stretch, Basu. Your friend say Isaac ekwan no se o ya ne den eso nya kra o
kwan ne den so nya kra ommo hwe no mo yema yesra mo a
say no ti no se mo charge more than their can and can mo charge no
se se no de nsu ne ye nti wo fa nipa ba kwa a nipa no den be kona ne ho nyina se obekasa sa nti e den ese wo so wo ye den de obesi akasa woni nti sika na wo beje no wo charge no obetumi a na wo de ne ko ontumi a na we ja no.
Supposed to be a 4-lane stretch where you have the 2 outer lanes and 2 inner lanes, but of course we are being told by the contractors that some of the drivers are very stubborn and they have made the work difficult for them. So I'm going to try and engage them and speak to them on the nature of the road, and they're coming back on site. What is so far the percentage in terms of work that has been done on this particular stretch? So I'm going to engage him in a bit from the Maripoma Enterprises Limited and speak to them about how work has been so far. But standing here, you see that the trucks are on here, the Caterpillar, they are also on here working and making sure that they're smoothing up the road a little bit for drivers and all users of the road to find it more trouble as they go by their day-to-day activity. So there you have it. The contractors from Maripoma are working on this particular stretch. Honorable Sedem Apenyo is the MP for Amasaman. I am sure that this stretch has been giving you a lot of headache, considering the fact that just last week the GPRTU and some other stakeholders mentioned that they're giving a 1-week ultimatum. Since then, what has been some of the steps that have been taken to make sure that that doesn't happen?
Well, even before the GPRTU gave the ultimatum, there was once a demonstration on this road. The road minister came in. I was the one who received the petition on behalf of the minister. Okay. I handed the petition over to him. Not too long, he made mention of the fact that monies have been released to the contractor. That was about 2.5 weeks ago. It was only Saturday we saw some work being done on this road. So I can confirm that as I speak, the contractor has been here since Saturday. Sunday I visited the site, he was here working. This morning, as we can all see, the contractor is on site working. So I believe strongly that by Friday we will see much improvement on the condition of the road.
I mean, some of the issues raised were some payments to the contractor. So are we saying that everything has been settled to him and that once he is come here, they are not leaving the site until work is done?
Well, I believe strongly that if the contractor hadn't received money, he wouldn't have come to site. I spoke to him this morning. I spoke to one of the engineers this morning, and he's telling me that if the rains don't disturb, in the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we'll see asphalt on this road. Okay. That is what he's told me. And looking at the pace at which work has begun, I'm just coming from Sapema. I saw another group there working, and then here at some Junction, there's another group working. So I believe strongly that if the rains don't disturb, in 2 weeks, as he said, we might see some asphalt on the road.
I mean, for you also, and being the MP for the area, knowing how important this stretch is, what would you say to the residents here? Because I have used this stretch a lot of times. So, you of course, you have also. But it will take a lot of patience from the residents to say that the government is still working, the contractors are on site. What would you say to them with respect to what you're telling us now, that work has started? So, hopefully, it should be done very soon.
I can appreciate their frustration. I equally live here. So I drive on this road to Parliament and back almost every day, yes. So I appreciate their frustration. Sometimes you can't even drive on this road. Drivers coming from Nsawam will have to go and connect through Samsam, through Mayura, before they come back to Pokwase. It's not been so easy. We can only apologize to them, and we hope that the contractor will speed up with the construction work. So in 2 weeks, at least we can drive on a smooth road.
The engineers are complaining about the drivers and how they are, moving on this particular stretch. They've been told not to use this stretch, but some of the drivers are not listening. They are supposed to be using the other lanes, the outer lanes, because they are working on this particular one. So you see the engineers telling them to stop, but they are not doing. Officer, I don't know how to say far.
That masa ye machine ye nwie omunti ne ye sa access na ma omo no nti ye so omo fa ni say baby ye nwie no wa na omo fa omo be ka sisi aso problem traffic bet ye mpese sisi a traffic bet wo kwa ni so unse oba fiti tom eva o pobi man ba no unse ye address o nyina abesi ye start ni Saturday no nti ye mpese traffic bet no obi ko na adwuma wa ye late omunti ne aba ni Saturday ye gina nsuo mu saa ye adwuma ni saa.
There's a stretch here that very soon will be asphalted, so that will be open to road users, so that they can also block the other side and work on that. But some of the drivers aren't listening.